What's up, guys? Welcome back to another tutorial video. Got a lot of support from the last one, so I decided, why not make a second one on new jazz this time, which is this up-and-coming genre. It's not really jazz at all, but it's very synth-heavy as well. If you can't tell by now, I'm a fan of synth. I love synth, and so yeah, let's just get right into it. So the very first thing I did was added a key straight from the Nightfall one-shot kit. I think I got it on Reddit though, so sorry to whoever made that. But anyways, this is how I made it. So in new jazz, you want to stick to 3 notes and then loop it, make it slidey so it sounds more kind of cozy, if you know what I'm saying. I don't know what the fuck that means. Anyways, the second synth that I added, the Japanese lead from the same kit by Prod1KHI. Shout out to him because I used a lot of shit from him. Same chord progression, but this time it's kind of a softer, more paddy type of synth. And it serves as a really good background for the previous one. The thing that I did right after is go straight to the melody, honestly. For new jazz, you want to stick to making very simple sounding melodies with square waves, ideally. So this is what that sounds like. It was very, very easy to make. All I did was go into Serum, made a square wave, and if you don't know how to do that, you want to edit here. Select this thing, and then make this shape right here. You want to make sure that it's on mono, and that you change the porta to get that slidey effect. If you also turn up always, if you check that box, it will slide for every note that you do. So yeah, that's exactly the effect we want for new jazz. A lot of slidey synths that sound kind of cute. Again, I don't know what the fuck that means, but if you get it, you get it. The second thing I did was add a sine wave background synth, which sounds like this. And it looks like there's a lot going on, but really it's just a very simple pattern. I added a little roll here for some extra texture. And again, sine wave is one of the base presets that comes with Serum. It should be there if you scroll a couple. Put that to mono and always, and slide again with the porta, and you'll get a cool effect like that. All together right now, this is what it sounds like. After that, I decided to add a very nice sounding Serum to add some texture. Didn't usually slide like that, but what I did, again, my favorite trick, is to turn up the porta a little bit more than usual, and the higher you turn up the porta, the slower the slide will be. And in context, awesome. Now, since this is called new jazz, right, we're gonna have to use some. There was a really, really nice preset from Synology, which is supposed to be an expensive software, but if you know, you know. And it sounded like this. It added some cool texture again to the beat. Not really normal brass, but it's called bit brass in Synology if you're looking for that specific instrument. So together it sounds like this. So yeah, that's what we have so far. Next, the harder part of making new jazz beats is getting a good bass pattern. And I typically use 3 different bass patterns, which all come straight from the new jazz stash kit. I bet if you look that up, you'll find it on Reddit somewhere. I used this one, and this one. And then I made 3 different patterns. The first one is usually very easy. Use the Filtron 808, also known as the fart bass, and you just make 2 that are in key. That's all that matters. You want to try and stay calm with the Filtron 808. At best, put 3 different notes in the MIDI rack, but other than that, don't go above that because then it'll just sound too condensed and too bassy. The second 808 that I added was the Chase the Money 808, which is probably one of my favorite 808s ever, just because of the way it sounds so nice and crispy, using fucking weird ass words again. I don't know music theory. I don't fucking know music theory. Anyways, so this is what that sounded like. This type of 808 is very common in new jazz beats, and so together they make a pattern that looks like this. So it sounds kind of high passed because I put a high pass on the master filter for some reason. Anyways. I added a third 808. When you take all the 808s together, they sound something like this. So it might sound a little weird to you at first, and that's normal. New jazz basses are not the most normal that you'll find, but altogether it sounds like this. So now that all the 808s were done, which is the hardest part because it requires a lot of creativity and original thinking, you can go straight to making the drums. I started with the hi-hats, and the best way to think of new jazz hi-hats is basically just drill with some extra texture. This is something that you could see in a drill beat, and so yeah, that's what you want to aim for new jazz beats, because otherwise it just doesn't match the vibe of the song. The next thing I added with the drums was the snap and the clap. So the snap and clap play two different but very important roles. The snap kind of acts as like a counter for the clap, whilst the clap is just there for so that we can land and don't get too lost in the beat. The hi-hats, the snap, and the clap together sound something like this. So you can kind of stick these claps and these snaps wherever you feel like it, but try to fill up the drum beat a lot, Don't leave it too empty. Always have something going on, because that's crucial for new jazz. What I did right after that was add the kick, which is not a strong kick like I'm used to. It's more like a regular kind of chill kick that sounds something like this. Right, so nothing too incredible. You combine it with the other parts of the drum beat. Something else that I added that I thought was really cool, this kind of special open hat from the Starboy Rob kit, which is free if you know. So add some really cool texture to the beat. Altogether it sounds like this, and it's basically a finished beat. After you arrange everything and you do some cool beginnings, you add some breaks and everything, this is what you should get.